Hey everyone, the Electric Bike Company team here. Today we're riding the Heritage Trail through John Forest National Park and into the beautiful Perth Hills here in Western Australia. It's about a 41k round trip, James.
Around about that, 41.
We're going to take it slow though, and we'll probably stop and smell the roses, talk to some kangaroos, perhaps even grab a spot of lunch. So, shall we go?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Actually a great day for this, James. It's not too hot.
No, nice cloud cover.
A little bit of cloud cover, but nice and cool, which makes for, I think, an enjoyable ride.
For sure.
Should be good. All right, let's go through the tunnel.
Or are we going in there?
Woo! Well, it certainly is dark and probably wouldn't have been a terrible idea to turn our lights on. But as they say, the light at the end of the tunnel is there, and here we are. Definitely a scenic ride, eh, James?
It's beautiful.
Just amazing scenery, isn't it? So it truly is a beautiful place to come and visit. And it's just, probably a 25-minute drive out of the city, James?
Yeah, not far at all.
Not far at all.
I just wanna dream.
Well, let's keep riding. Here's one of our little furry friends right now. I wonder if he wants to say hello. This is what happens when you bring a little bit of Italy out to Australia. There really has been so much to see on this trail already that we've stopped so many times. I think we've only travelled maybe 4 or 5Ks so far. As we pass Hovia Falls now, we're not going to stop because this will take us all week. Catch up, James. Well, these things really do hum along quite well. So in Western Australia, the maximum speed that a pedal assist bike, of course, can do or achieve is 25 kilometres an hour. They are limited to 25 kilometres an hour. That, though, is more than enough, I've got to say, when riding a trail like this. And really all it does is it makes the ride, well, a little easier. It makes light work of the ride, and it certainly makes it a lot more enjoyable. And when your fitness level isn't crazy, it's still easily doable. But James, we've hit a crossroads.
Pub.
Pub is that way?
That way.
Continue on the trail or stop for lunch at the pub?
Pub. Yeah.
Well, of course, any good trail ride absolutely needs a quick pit stop at the pub for lunch.
That's right.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Well, nice little pub, the Parkerville, with a great little beer garden area out the back. So James, tell us, what's the greatest thing about stopping at a pub for lunch?
It's got to be the palmy.
The palmy, of course, or the fish and chips. And I've got to say that we haven't tried it yet, but gee, I tell you what, it looks like the Parkerville,
Pretty good.
the Parkerville Tavern looks like they do a very good job. All right, ready for stage two?
Yes, ready for stage 2.
Okay. So we're going to pick up the trail just across the road.
Yeah, a little bit back down that way. Take the left, get back on the trail.
And we'll pick you up along the way. The Heritage Trail here in the Perth Hills really is it's a nice, easy track. It's nothing too demanding. It's pretty much like this the whole way. There's not too many great big hills and not too rough a terrain. Okay, so we have hit the far end of the trail. We've basically gone as far as you can go. If you want to do the loop, you can go further to Wooroloo, but that sort of becomes a bit of a dead end there coming back. So we are doing the loop, and I guess we've turned the corner and we're on our way back. So there is a section just back there, we've just passed it, where you do cross over Great Eastern Highway. You want to be careful when you're doing that, there's a fair bit of traffic coming either way. But as I say, on the other side of the highway, coming back down towards the city, this is a really pretty little section. We're riding through Glen Forest. Really, yeah, pretty little wildflowers, especially this time of year. Obviously it's mid to late September now, and the trail is still green, obviously, and still cool. So it's a great time of year for riding it, really. Obviously would definitely get a little warmer in the summer, but this time of year, absolutely beautiful. So just popped into Darlington, nearing around the end of it now. There's a little place called the Little Nook Cafe there. Looks nice, good spot to maybe stop for a coffee and a cake perhaps, and on we go. And especially, like I say, this time of year. Just lovely, all the wildflowers, still so green. If you live in Perth, definitely recommend it. If you're visiting Perth, definitely recommend it, the Heritage Trail. Okay, so we've hit Greenmount National Park now. This is kind of like the tail end of it, right, James?
Yeah, I'd say so. 5Ks to go, something like that.
5Ks to go, okay. It's been a pretty leisurely ride, really.
Lots of downhill for the last 10 kilometres, just rolling down.
Yeah, that was really nice. And through some really nice green bits, beautiful wildflowers, like it was...
Going too fast to record.
Yeah, probably. I got a little bit of it, but yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We were going pretty quick. I guess you could... We did say we were going to take our time, didn't we?
It wasn't a lot of rose smelling along
Yeah, instead
that
we were
hill.
setting land speed records down that hill, I think. But it was a lot of fun. So, oh, well, let's do the last little bit and we'll see you back at the car.
Let's do it.
So, James, it can be a little tricky sometimes to follow the trail.
Yeah.
And some of the markings aren't exactly clear, right?
Well, yeah, the heritage trail signs have stopped, but we're just following the trail. Seems to be working.
Yep. The PDF is quite good if you are looking online and following that. It's not too bad. Otherwise, for the most part, you kind of got to trust your gut a little bit, James.
Trust your gut, trust the trail.
Trust the gut, trust the trail. And
It's worked this far.
just keep cycling, right? So there is a section of the trail that's probably a little less heritage and a lot more suburbia. But it's probably the last little bit.
Oh, it's just about a K of shared paths we had to go through to get back onto the gravel track here.
Yeah.
But we're back on. And I think we're about 2.5 Ks from the start.
Almost don't want it to be over, James.
No. Feels like we've been going downhill for so long. Didn't even notice going uphill to begin with, I guess.
No. Well, I guess the beauty of an e-bike.
It's always downhill.
It's always downhill. And that about does it.
There we go.
That is the Railway Reserve Heritage Trail.
That's a good day on the bike.
Unreal. Well, there we have it, the Heritage Trail.
Good
It was unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Into John Forest National Park, through the Perth Hills, and it's such a beautiful time of year to do it, mid-September.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it, highly recommend it. Any do's and don'ts, James, from you?
Do bring some water,
Yeah,
sunscreen, maybe some mosquito spray.
absolutely not a bad idea. Yep. I was almost going to say maybe go around the opposite way to what we did, but I'm not sure. I kind of like the downhill stuff
That
through
was
Darlington.
a good way to end it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. So look, I don't think it's, neither here nor there. Either way you do it, it's going to be good fun.
Check out the sites along the way.
Definitely. Yeah, take your
We definitely
time.
could have done it quicker, but
We could have done it quicker, but we took our time and enjoyed the sights. We did speak to the kangaroos.
yeah.
We did smell the roses, not roses, but we stopped and smelled the wildflowers.
Yeah.
Did stop for lunch at the pub. Overall, highly recommend it.
Would recommend. Yeah.
Heritage Trail, come and do it.